All right, we are live on the streams.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
We are live, and welcome to the live podcast. Don't wait to be great. Welcome from Forston Consultants. My name is Derek Forston. I am the owner and thought leader of Second Chance Housing. That's my personal independent living facilities. And that's where we take people from homeless to hopeful. I'm also the co-founder of VA 101, and that's the company where we vet, train, and endorse virtual assistants to business owners and CEOs and entrepreneurs and pastors and bishops and consultants and teachers and moms and you name it, guys. So I'm super excited. Every Tuesday, this is what we do. We talk about business. We talk about virtual assistants and essentially how to invest in your business for only $4 an hour. So that's the cheat code, and that's kind of what we found out. And again, if you're new to us, welcome to Forston Consultants. Welcome to us live on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn, and we're also live on Twitter. And if you guys can hear me on Clubhouse, we definitely want you guys to join us on YouTube where we're live at. I'll have a couple slides tonight for you guys to actually to see. So again, welcome everybody. I'm gonna let my beautiful wife introduce herself, and then we'll jump into tonight's topic and anything that you guys want to talk about when it comes to business startup, and definitely how do you intertwine virtual assistants inside of that. And again, for only $4 an hour, we think that's the cheat code. Miss Shay?
Hey, everybody. Good evening. I am Shanye Shea Forston, the co-founder of VA 101, Forston Consultants, and all other myriad of businesses that we run over here. My claim to fame is the nonprofit space. I am a ILF provider and houser utilizing the ILF model in a nonprofit organization. So I house women that have gone through situations and circumstances that have caused them to need housing. So they come to me. On the other side of that, I utilize a virtual assistant that I have endorsed through my lovely company, VA 101, and I utilize that virtual assistant within the ILF space in my nonprofit model. And what that does is that individual sources grants for me. They keep up with the ongoing phone calls and campaigns that and initiatives that the Angela Denise Foundation has going on. So that is how I utilize my virtual assistant currently in the nonprofit space, amongst a ton of other things. But that's a little bit about me. I see that we've got company. Derek Frankie has joined the building. And for those of you in Clubhouse, I know you probably cannot hear me because I am on the actual main platform. So if you want to come on over to the YouTube space, the link should be in the chat. Alex is putting links in the chat so you can come on over and join us. I am going to add Miss Francesca to the stage, and Derek, in that time frame, I am going to throw it back to you, sir.
All right, good stuff. But if Miss Francesca's actually with us, I want actually to have her jump in. She's in a beautiful office. So hi, Frankie, how's it going? How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you guys. I'm sorry I missed you live yesterday. I was so disappointed, but I'm happy to see you guys. I miss you guys. Derek, I miss your voice.
Oh man, thank you so much, Frankie. Frankie, when we came back, it felt so good because just like you said, we missed you all as well. And obviously, Frankie, you're so busy now. We just kind of miss seeing your face as well. But I hear all is well with you and Jay. But before we get too deep into talking about us, right? Tell the people, Frankie, who you are, what you do, how great you are, and what's the name of your housing program, and how do you utilize virtual assistants?
Okay, so my name is Francesca Dawson. Me and my husband own and operate New Hope Housing, where we have 3 housing options. So we have our ILF, which is Independent Living Facilities, which is the model that the Forstons teach. We have that. That's what we started off with. And then we went and transitioned into housing traveling medical professionals. And now my newest venture is we got licensed to house persons with disabilities. So we also have a licensed home. So everything has been great. How do we use virtual assistants? Well, we have a virtual assistant that we love very, very much. And she handles a lot of our marketing. She handles a lot of my social media. I also am a travel agent. So she also handles, things like that when I need to look up quotes, and also just a lot of marketing and things of that nature. So Oh, and we have a YouTube channel. So sometimes she puts some of that stuff together. So I
How
absolutely
did you
love
forget?
my VA. Okay. I absolutely
Exactly.
love her. And she has helped a lot because, as Derek said, we are super, super busy. My husband also has a rental car business with Toro. So just not having to worry about like the marketing, because we all know like these businesses, you got to talk right, you got to market, you have to have social media presence. And we didn't have time for that. April RVA has been such a blessing.
Good stuff. And I'm not sure how long we have you, so I'm gonna take advantage now.
Uh-oh.
You name several different housing models that you do, plus a Turo business. Do you think that you would be able to do all of this without a virtual assistant?
Okay, so I could, because I'm a superwoman, right? However, a lot of stuff would lack.
Love
Like you would see nothing really on my social media.
it.
Like because that was the problem I was having. Like I had no idea like social media, content creation, stuff like that. Yeah, things would work out, but she just 10 times things because now I can focus on, like right now I am my staff right now at the house for persons with disability until we hire staff. So I wouldn't be able to focus on, that marketing, because I don't have that much time, because I was just telling Shay I have to wash one of my residents' hair. So I wouldn't have all that time. So they do a lot. They help and free up a lot. I also use a virtual assistant for obviously, like if you guys really want to do your business, when you start with Forston Consultants, they're going to tell you, structure your LLC or your nonprofit. So we have bookkeeping. So I also have another virtual assistant that handles our bookkeeping. So that
Wow.
was something that stressed my husband. I won't say me because I didn't touch it, but my husband would be stressed out with the bookkeeping. And so we were just like, don't worry, we're going to get a VA for that. And it's been great. So now he has not been stressed about it, so.
Wow, I love that because we're going to get tons of questions tonight in terms of what can these VAs do, and you just mentioned something that was really powerful. So if
Yeah.
you're in the room now, or people that will see this later, put a number 5 in the chat if you would love if somebody else can take over your bookkeeping. Oh, and by the way, for only about $4 an hour,
Right.
right? So that's the cheat code, guys, to business and life. As she said, this is something that really stressed her husband out a lot. But now when you got somebody that you know, like, and trust who can do this for you, like, how life changing is that? So again, man, if you guys know anything about us at Forston Consultants and VA 101 and every other business that we have, you guys know that when we learn something, our main role in life is to come back and teach it to you all after we've been through the bumps, the bruises, and all of the mistakes. So one of the things that we'll kind of get into a little later, and I'll go back to Shay, was when people are amazed that when I tell them that even our virtual assistant staffing agency, guys, that was built by my VAs.
Right.
My team of virtual assistants literally built that whole business. In fact, when I asked them, like when I first got my first 2 VAs from this other company, I began to ask them a lot of questions in terms of like, how did this work, and how did they do this, and how did they know you was gonna be paired with me, and da 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 da. And by the time I got to question number 7, Tara, who's now today my executive administrator, she was like, Mr. Derek, you seem really interested in this. Do you want your own virtual assistant staffing agency? Do you want us to build you one? I was like, huh? I was like, wow. So that right there just kind of shows you guys all of what they can do and what their skill set is able to do. So a lot of the businesses that Shay and I have, guys, they're not ran by me. I come up with the ideas. I'm more of a thought leader, right? I can't put half of those ideas together. But with these VAs, guys, and that's what's so powerful, right? When you guys want a VA, we're going to find the VA. That's a part of the startup fee, right? Our team will find the VA according to the skill set you need, right? So if you need a VA that does your social media, we're going to find somebody that does well in social media using Canva, posting, and all of that stuff, right? If you need somebody that's going to do all of your copy, meaning all of your writing and your editing, and you want to write ebooks and you want to write novels now and newsletters for other people and other businesses, as a VA can do that. So a lot of even what I'm talking about today, we have that stuff. Even when it comes down to grant writing, Shay will talk about that here in a minute. But guess who write our grants? Shay has a grant writer who's a lawyer in the Philippines, right? Because that's where all of our VAs are from, just about all of them. Guys, she writes the grants. So I'm going to just kind of pause right there. Shay, tell them how essential Jillian has been
Man.
in the grant writing process and even helping us find like some of the smaller grants that a lot of us
Right,
need and want.
absolutely. So what she's great at research. Research is her big thing, and that's beneficial to me because that's time that I don't have to allocate to the day to day. So Jillian is a rock star. When I say she researches things and finds grants that I didn't even know existed, she builds relationships and cultivates relationships with people in our community that helps to get the word out about who the Angela Denise Foundation is and what we do. So the blessing about having someone with that background as a lawyer, a JD, you know what I'm saying, is very amazing for me because not only is she researching for grants, she already knows what we stand for, what our values are, what things we're trying to implement, what campaigns we're looking to do at certain times of the year. So she's already has that listed out for 2024.
Yeah.
So she's already doing the research now for grants for 2024 that we can actually apply for, and she's creating those campaigns and those initiatives that they will go towards.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing to be able to kind of share the ideas that we have at the Angela Denise Foundation, the needs we want to meet in our community with my virtual assistant, and then in turn have her go back out there, take that information, and create all that we need to literally land these grants. She's found grants that we didn't even think that we were subject to, or even that we can even apply to and get. Prime example, like fast food industry, you know, they have grants, they've got a corporate giving campaign. So she's created relationship with big fast food chains, and we're pretty much joining their list for the 2024 year because we, you know, she finally, like, she kind of stumbled upon it kind of late. So again, we're getting a head start on things that we didn't quite get this year, but it's helped really reposition us with being able to review those things, kind of see where we missed the mark or missed an opportunity, and she's going back revising that stuff and resubmitting and preparing for 2024. So that's
Wow.
something that she does for me on a daily basis.
Put wow in the chat if you think that makes sense. And again, remember, she does this at $4 an hour, guys. Right? So that's the powerful part, guys. And I keep saying it. That's the cheat code to all of this. And I'm getting ready to go to Francesca because I want her to talk about something that was rebirthed actually through a virtual assistant that she's doing now. But not only did Shay just talk about something that I think is very powerful, because not only does just grant writing is grant writing, but guys, research goes into that.
A lot.
Shay is also very busy in her own right. Guys, Shay owns multiple businesses. She's got to run me and my big head and all the ideas that I have, right? We have a full staff of VAs. So there's a lot Shay has her own housing program. So there's a lot that goes on. So guess who does all the research? All the stuff that you guys don't have time to do, and all the stuff that you guys don't really want to do. Most of you guys got jobs. Most of y'all have a spouse or a husband or a wife or a boo, right? Or a honey, right? Most of y'all have children. Most of your children are in extracurricular activities after school. Some of you guys are involved in your church. Everything that I just named, Francesca is a part of all of that. She's very busy. Francesca, tell them really quickly, right? Because again, I'm not sure how long we have you, but I'm going to take advantage because it's good to see you. Frankie, can you tell them about a business? And I'm about to tell them all your business, right? Frankie started
too
a
much,
business.
Derek. You talk too much.
I know. But watch this, y'all, because somebody going to learn from it. And that's what we here to do, right? Francesca is so busy and got all of these businesses. She started another one, but it kind of died and fell to the wayside. Now I'm going to give it to her and have her talk to you about how this VA breathed life back into it and how that's a fully running business now. Frankie, take it over.
So I always say, like, housing is what is like my purposeful, like what I love to do. Like, it gives purpose, right? But one thing I truly really liked, like that was something that me and my husband enjoyed, was traveling. So I became a travel agent, and it was just something that I became, and it was just, I had no time. I had no time to market. I had no time to look up things. And it was actually what made me originally start, get the VA, because I went and I was, talking to Shay and Derek like I usually do. And I was telling them about that, and they were like, well, a VA can help with that. And and so she did, So it was a, like, once I brought April aboard, it was like reviving all of that. So I feel really, really good about it, because it's just, it's a business that I have that doesn't take a lot of effort, because April is doing the majority of it. So I'm just really grateful for it. So I get to finally do what I like to do. I like, looking up travel and, finding quotes and deals and things of that nature. And just, traveling is just wonderful. So I'm just happy that I'm able to, the business has life now because of my BA.
And some people would kind of call that passive income, but I won't allow that before I ask though. Frankie, how involved are you in that business? And give the name one more time in case people are trying to find a vacation. But
Yes.
how
So,
active are you in that business? And what's the
um,
name of it?
okay, so it's Snapshot Escapes. So you can look that up on Facebook and
We're gonna
see the
type it in the
beautiful
chat.
work that Miss April does, Snapshot Escapes. And I would say it's I mean, it doesn't take me much time anymore. If someone reaches out, and if a lot of times sometimes I do the quotes, because I just like looking at what's out there, because I love travel. So I'll do that, or I'll see if April can hop on board and, get a quote out. But it doesn't take a lot of time at all, as long as the person has the information that they need, the budget, because sometimes people don't want to say what budget, and we can't guess. But like, once people can give me, like, just the basics, like the type of place you want to see, what you like to do, the budget per person, and then we can work from there.
Got it. I love it. I love it. So guys, what we're also going to do is also talk about the current sale that's going on due to the tragic loss of my big brother, man, that just kind of threw all of us for a loop. I happen to be out for about the last 2 weeks. So if you're new to us, guys, we do this live for like the last 3 years. So definitely subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Follow us on everything at Forston Consultants and Derek Forston over at TikTok. But due to the tragic loss of my brother on November 28th, my team took it upon themselves, my virtual assistants, and also my executive administrator, who's Tara. Um, they, because I didn't communicate with them because I was so heartbroken and I couldn't hardly even speak, and I didn't take phone calls or any coaching calls for about 2 weeks. My team decided to make the executive decision and to leave everything that was on sale during the Thanksgiving Black Friday sale. It all still remains. So in other words, instead of paying $697 for a virtual assistant for my team at VA 101 to vet, train, and endorse your virtual assistant, to vet and find that VA, to set up the interview with you, to give you the course and the curriculum and the ebook and all of the training that goes into getting you that VA, that's actually not only, guys, $197. So my assistant, Alex, who's one of our VAs, actually put it in the chat already. So if you guys are interested in what we're talking about tonight, definitely consider getting a virtual assistant now, definitely from VA 101, because again, instead of that $697, which is still a no-brainer, it's only $197, guys. And again, my team at VA 101, which is a team of VAs that built that whole company, they're going to vet, train, and endorse your virtual assistant. And remember, we're not like a lot of companies that just give you a VA and say, good luck, I hope you make it. We actually vet, train, and endorse those VAs. So we pick the best of the best, and then you still interview them. So there's an interview process to where you're going to interview 2 to 3 VAs. You'll get a voice note of what they sound like. You're going to get the resume, and you're still going to interview them. So there's a whole process that we go through to make sure that we get the right VA according to what you need. Some of you guys have running businesses already. So we want to cater that VA to what you do. You may be a coach. You may bake chocolate chip cookies and you sell cookies. You may be a consultant, or you may be the candy lady in your city, but you want to get out on social media now. Whatever you need, if you need somebody to answer your phones, or if you want somebody to run your housing program, See how far on the end of the spectrum these VAs are? So my VA just completely runs my housing program now, right? I don't run my housing program the way I used to years ago. 11 months ago, I turned my whole program over to a virtual assistant. Her name is Jess. Most of y'all have spoken to Jess at one time or not, because a lot of y'all got appointments coming up this week because she is also my appointment setter. She also keeps up with my schedule and my calendar. My doctor's appointment, that's on the 19th of this month that she reminded me of, right? So all of the things that we use VAs for, Frankie know this, right? Because Frankie say I'm out of control, y'all. But I use my VAs for my personal life and my business. So when Shay and I want to go to dinner, I don't call the restaurant to do a reservation. Jess does that. To remember my doctor's appointment, my next speaking engagement, my plane tickets to go and speak somewhere, my Uber rides. Guys, I've gotten real spoiled now by what these VAs can do. Because I'll admit, if I was over my own schedule, you guys, I would be double booking people. I would miss appointments. Because most of y'all know if you've had a 15-minute discovery call with me, it goes for 45 minutes. Literally. And I've already done booked somebody 20 minutes later. But see, my VAs know me. They know I go on and on and on. So they book me an hour apart from everybody, even though the call is only 15 minutes. I love giving value, right? And you're going to be able to tell that tonight. So just, again, guys, take advantage of the cheat code in terms of it being on sale. Again, our loss is kind of you guys' gain. And guys, if you didn't get a chance to meet my big brother, boy, you missed out. But to be honest with you guys, man, just 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even hardly speak. My brother left us and went to heaven, right? And it was kind of abrupt. It wasn't nothing that we saw coming. So it broke our hearts and it was tough. So I want to say thank you to everybody that reached out, everybody that sent letters, everybody that joined us last night live. Thank y'all for y'all prayers for the family. Thank y'all for the prayers for the strength. Because other than that, guys, I would be on here sobbing and crying like a baby. Because, guys, that's all I did for the first probably 8 days after it happened. So thank y'all so much for being able to pray for me and my family. And as I always said, if you forget anybody else, make sure you pray for Mom Forston, the mother of Otis, Keosha Forston, the wife, and definitely his son, Ryan Forston. Thank y'all so much for that. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled show. We are Forston Consultants. Our ultimate goal is whatever we learn in life is to come around and teach it to you guys. We go through the bumps and the bruises of it. We make all of the mistakes and come back and give it to you the right way. So when it comes to housing people and starting your own housing program, we teach you that. We teach you how to do it and how to be successful. We're just so smart today that we allow virtual assistants to also help us do that. So I'm going to name a bunch of stuff tonight before I give it back to Shay. But essentially, guys, guess who also runs my housing programs? My VAs. But everything from email management, social media marketing, real estate wholesaling. Guys, I had a wholesale team that I was literally using VAs for. And we're going to actually double up on that in 2024. So don't sleep on the real estate game, guys. I'm telling you guys, this shared housing model is the best real estate model ever. And wholesaling real estate in 2024 is also going to probably be bigger than it's ever been. Research. We talked a lot about that tonight, guys, already. Research for all kinds of things, not even just business stuff. If I say Jess, Shay wants to find a grant and get with Jillian on this, find us a grant that'll help us feed everybody within our ILFs, specifically for food research. Jess, can you find a company that'll donate food to us and drop it off? Research. So things, Jess, I want to start a brand new business and I want to do digital marketing. Can you research what's the best route to start that business? Also use the AI tools that we gave you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Website creation. Guys, I told you guys within 3 weeks of us getting VAs, I started a website creation business because I found out Hannah knew how to build websites. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to start a business from this. So guys, essentially what I'm telling y'all tonight, in case if y'all missing it, these VAs allow you guys to start a passive income type business. Because a lot of the things that I'm going to call out tonight, guys, I got a credit repair business and I don't repair credit. And I jokingly say this all the time, but guys, I can barely spell Equifax, TransUnion. I can't even spell that stuff. But guys, I got a VA team that repairs credit. Guys, I got a digital marketing team. Look who made this sweater I'm wearing now. Need a virtual assistant? My team makes stuff like this, guys. I have a apparel brand. It's called Second Chance Apparel. Guess who built that? Guess who branded it? Guess who advertises it? My VAs. Guess who ran all 8 of my businesses when my big brother passed away 2 weeks ago, and I'm crying and sobbing like a baby. I can't take no phone calls. I can't talk. I can't consult. I'm stuck in life for 2 weeks. But guess what? My business kept going. Guess who ran all of the businesses, set up all of the appointments, products were still being sold, appointments were still being made, so much so that I'm flooded this week with a bunch of appointments. My tomorrow through Friday is flooded with a lot of y'all that's probably on this call. So again, thank y'all again for being patient with me and my family as we kind of go through this transition of losing our co-founder. Right? So again, but guess who ran all of this stuff, Francesca, while I was out sobbing and crying like a baby? These VAs. Guess who made decisions, high-powered decisions without me? Tara, my executive administrator. Yep. Now, I'll admit, Tara don't make $4 an hour, y'all. She'll make 4, she'll make 5, or she'll make 6. Tara's kind of up there now.
You telling all Tara's business. Huh?
Tara runs all of our businesses. She runs our personal schedule, business schedule, travel arrangements, and all new business ideas go through Tara. Brainstorming, final decisions, a lot of that stuff goes through Tara, especially if it's techie stuff. They don't even put me in. Shay don't even put me in that. Setting up this stream tonight, guys, I don't do this kind of stuff. I'm going to be showing y'all PowerPoints tonight that I didn't build. My ideas go into the PowerPoint, but I don't build PowerPoints anymore. We don't book our own flights. At least if we do book it, Frankie, guess who's going to research it and find the cheapest one? The VAs. Guys, Frankie started a whole business from this. Are you serious? Frankie's got a whole business from VAs. And Frankie said, you know what? I love to travel. I love finding how to travel. Why not start a business from what I love and give it to a VA for $4 an hour? So why I create income and memories. Francesca's building a whole life of memories with her family, and a VA for $4 an hour allows her to do that. How powerful is that? Put the word powerful in the chat if you guys halfway agree with what I'm saying right now. Put the word powerful in the chat if you halfway agree. Because again, guys, if I would have known this all my life since starting a business, guys, I would have already done this. But now every business we have, guys, and I have what now? What is it? 8? I think is it 7 or 8 VAs now? And all of our VAs working at least 3 of our businesses. Shay and I have like 7 or 8 businesses now, right? But all of our VAs, with the exception of probably who? Jillian only works for Shay on her nonprofit, and Danish works for everybody. I think that's it. We got one VA that's not stretched across several of our businesses. Everybody else, Jess and Tara and Mary and April, and they're all involved in multiple businesses. Yeah. And guys, I jokingly say this, but I'm so serious, guys. I don't write grants, but we got a grant writer. I don't repair credit, but we got a credit repair team. I'm not the best writer, but with AI tools and a virtual assistant, we write newsletters and blogs for companies and other businesses.
Yeah.
Guys, can you imagine? And I'm giving the game away. We charge people hundreds of dollars. And I tell people, guys, you don't need my company to do this. Just get a VA from us, and here's the AI tool to do it. And some people say, well, Derek, I don't want to. I want y'all to do it for me. No problem. And there's thousands of people like that in the whole world. Why not start a business that all you do is write newsletters and blogs for people and their businesses, and you're using Chat GPT and other AI tools and a virtual assistant for $4 an hour? You're charging a couple $100 a month for creating 4 to 5 newsletters that take you 3 minutes a piece. It's the cheat code, guys. I'm gonna name a few more and I'm done. Lead generation. That's a big deal, right? Whatever business you guys do, I don't care what you all do. Everybody on this call tonight, you guys do something in business. Lead generation is the whole thing to make your business work. Meaning, how do you bring leads into it? Meaning, if you bake chocolate chip cookies or if you fry chicken and you want people to come and eat that stuff, how do you get the word out that you fry the best chicken or you bake the best cookies? I think I'm the best consultant in the world when it comes to shared housing. So my team of VAs promote us every day throughout Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. All I do is get on this thing and run my big mouth about my experiences and me doing it, because that's real teachers and that's real consulting when you actually do the thing that you talk about. Let's not even talk about all of these fake coaches that try to teach you stuff and they don't even do it. Guys, we do this every day. Francesca does this every day. Faye does this every day from a nonprofit standpoint. So I'm gonna land my plane there, but lead generation and how you get the business in, whether that's digitally, social media, or cold emailing and cold calling. How many of you all are scared to get on the telephone to call people?
That's a good one.
If y'all know anything about me, I was born from day one in 1981, many years ago, and I always stuttered, right? To this day, I still stutter. I was born that way. And when I was young, y'all, it was real bad. Now, I could put 2 or 3 sentences together now. Like, wow, he don't stutter. But guys, sometimes I get stuck so bad. And that fear right there stops a lot of people from getting on the phone to talk about their business or seek these calls. We house the homeless, right? You got to call social workers and case managers. Why you think that I involve VAs inside of what we do when we house the homeless? Because I found out a lot of people, Francesca, are scared to get on that phone. So I said, well, what if I get them a VA and it only costs them $4 an hour, and doing it this sell is only $197 to just for my team to go through the whole process to get it to you? What if we teach the VA what to say, how to communicate with the social workers and the case manager, and let the VA do it? Ding, 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 ding. That was the cheat code. So now that's how I was able to turn my entire housing program over to my virtual assistant, Jess, 11 months ago. Now, it took me years to build it, branded and all of that. But now today, I don't do nearly as much. I don't answer no phone calls. That email correspondent, assessments to see if that client's the right fit. Because if a hospital call right now, they're going to talk to Jess. Jess going to say, thank you so much for calling Second Chance Housing. How can I help you? Social worker go say, well, Jess, I got this guy. He gonna be discharging on Monday at 2:00. His name is Matthew. Can you help him? Well, Jess go say, well, can you tell me a little bit about him? We offer a shared living environment. Can you tell me about Matthew? We're trying to find. Jess is gonna ask for age, diagnosis, and a bunch of other stuff, and that's gonna allow Jess to make a decision whether we bring him in or not. Jess has been trained on that by us. That's why all of your VAs, especially if you want to house the homeless and get a VA from us, because the ILF Mastery Blueprint comes with the complimentary virtual assistant. So our coaching package, the IMB, the ILF Mastery Blueprint, we give you a VA, right? Because we want it to work. And we're going to train that VA to run your program for you. So that's a part of it. So guys, I'm going to land my plane there. Hopefully you guys got a good understanding about it. We love questions. So I want you guys to be able to also ask questions tonight in terms of our process. Shay does a better job of that than I do, of how it works when you actually do purchase it and buy it, what happens after that. But if you got questions about a particular business or what can they do, and the last thing that I'll say is this: if they don't have the skill set of what you want, one of the major components that I teach people, guys, you buy them what they need. You give them courses, curriculum, teachings, a coach. So a lot of my VAs in the beginning got a lot of coaching from me. But some of them, in terms of what they did, because my wholesale team, they had a coach actually. I actually bought them a coach. I bought them a course. So we even tell you guys of where to go to get really affordable courses to teach these people. Because if you want to build like websites for people looking for you, you guys know us. Digital Flow Solutions, you guys can work through us to start your own website business. Shay can talk about that. And also being an affiliate of everything that we do. So guys, just imagine you now tomorrow going to tell all your friends that everything that I offer you guys tonight, you guys can offer it for yourself tomorrow as an affiliate of what we do. And again, if you got a VA, guys, the VA can advertise this every day. And again, eventually it becomes passive income. So I'm going to land my plane there. My name is Derek Forston, and I included this entire message. I'm going to give it back to you, Frankie, and also Miss Shay. Miss Shay?
Yeah, so sorry about that. I'm actually trying to get my computer to act right over here,
Yeah, because
Derek.
you're blurry on my side.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
And me and
We're in,
Frankie all fresh and
let me
clean and
tell you,
crisp.
me and Derek are in the exact same office, and all of a sudden
Literally like 2 feet from each other.
we can reach out and touch each
Yeah,
other's hand.
like I'm shaking her
Like
hand right
we're
now.
holding hands.
Like that's how close we
And
are.
my signal is going wonky over here. So I'm gonna shut off my computer because I don't want to my screen, I mean my camera, and I'm gonna continue this conversation without it so that I am not a distraction or frozen. So how about
Okay.
that? All right. So the process. Let's talk about the process. I think everybody kind of gets wound up in the the unknown and not really understanding how the process works or if it's even a viable process for them to go through. That's why you hire VA 101. That's what we're known for. That is what we do. Our team will vet, train, and endorse that virtual assistant. Okay, Shay, that sounds great. What does that mean? Well, vetting, training, and endorsement. What our team does is they go to their local outreaches and different connections that they have in their areas, whether it be the Philippines, Nigeria, or Pakistan, and they partner with other organizations that have virtual assistants. They then begin to help us find the right fit, the right qualities, the right candidates that suit your need. So I'm not going to have a virtual assistant that is only versed in finding opportunities for a public speaker if you need someone that is truly an SEO optimizing specialist. That's not what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and gather a full overview of what your business needs, and we will provide you with that virtual assistant. And like Derek said, we're going to make sure that they possess all of the skills that they state. We're going to also verify their previous work history and make sure that it's valid and that they can be validated by their previous employers. And then what we're going to do is then again test them on their skill set. We want to see how long it takes them to do things. We want to make sure that we're making sure that you get candidates that you can interview that are very well trained and have the capacity to bring forth the vision and the ideas and the goals that you all want for your businesses. Once that is done, our team then takes you on an onboarding journey where they onboard you with all of the equipment, tools, and systems that you'll need to get this process going and for you to work remotely with your VA. Once that is done, you will then schedule your interview. We do not pick the virtual assistant for you, we find you options. And we bring those options to you and say, hey, go ahead, let's conduct a very detailed interview. And you find the one that you really gel with. It's all about making sure that we connect the right VA to your business. It doesn't make sense to have someone come and join your business that one, you two don't get along, or you don't really like the way they articulate or do certain things. Let's show you that in the forefront, right? So that's what our team does. And once that is done, you get to walk away from that interview by saying, hey, Shay, love both of them. Not sure which one I want to choose. Or Shay, can we get another two in the running so that I can make sure I'm making the right decision for my entity? Once that is done, guess what? We take it a step further. Not only do we say, hey, you've got this VA, you also have a 90-day warranty replacement. We give you the opportunity to make sure, yeah, thank you. The da da da, yes.
Nobody does this, and this is what
Nobody.
separates us from most people, right? We give a
Yeah.
90-day free replacement. So it's kind of our guarantee because we know we're good at what this is. Shay?
Yeah, and what that helps us to do is also make sure that that VA is suitable for you and that you know how to manage the VA and all that goes along with it. Our goal at VA 101 is not a one and done. Here, take your VA and see you later. That was our experience when we got into the VA space, and it was not fun. So we always wanted to make sure that we help kind of handheld our clients through the process, because a lot of companies, a lot of smaller business owners or entrepreneurs that are really gaining leverage in their niche is they're looking at going virtual, but really don't know how to do it and how to articulate the task that they want to get done. What does that look like, Shay? How can you help me to onboard this person with this new system that I have? What tips and tricks can you give me to help them better understand this? That is what our team at VA 101 is here for. We're not just going to say, here's your VA, have a good day, hasta la vista, and all that good stuff. It's all about making sure that you are successful with your virtual assistant, and that their synergy, that connection is well received by both parties. So that's pretty much the process. Frankie, you want to add anything to the process if you're still available? Or your experience in the process, I should say?
Yeah, so my experience was pretty smooth. I don't know. I don't know what to really say. You pretty much nailed everything on the head. But I had the privilege of when you guys first started, and I saw when you guys were interviewing each individual VA, and you were hand selecting, all the ones with like the best of the best, So I knew, like, when I sat in those interviews, I knew how serious you guys were with the process of onboarding VAs, and I know that the majority of these VAs are wonderful, wonderful quality. I mean, I wanted to hire them all for myself. So, and sometimes it's just hard to choose because they're great, great individuals. I love all of their work ethic. I love, I just love how they're so invested in your business and in your success, So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I just remember being in awe when you guys, first had me listen in on certain interviews, and just like, wow, like I was fascinated. So I couldn't wait to get my
Yeah.
VA. And you guys, like, a VA will change your life, as Derek
Yeah.
says. I always like, I do a joke. I say I can't go a day without my VA. So it's
That's a whole shirt.
yeah.
That's that
It
t-shirt
really.
line.
I need to have
That's a
somebody
whole
make me.
line.
I need to have my VA make me one.
Come
But
on, you playing.
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know why. I guess I'm not into the whole on my shirt type of thing. But yeah. I mean, they're just fantastic individuals. And if you're really thinking about it, like, just go for it. They got, what is it, the 90-day guarantee?
Mm-hmm.
Can't
Yeah,
beat that.
you can't
Can't
beat
beat that
that. You
anywhere.
can't beat that.
You
And the
know what I'm
fact
gonna
that
have
you
to
get to
do?
select your VA,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Yep. You know what I'm gonna do, Frankie? I'm gonna have to get Alex to create the shirt and put a QR code to your affiliate link on the back of it. How about that?
I think that's perfect. Thank you. Well, and I haven't met
Alex, I just
Alex,
gave
but I
you a
gotta meet
job.
Alex. I haven't met Alex, but I gotta
You
meet Alex. I hear so much good things about him.
listen, Alex
Exactly.
is Alex has helped bail me out of some stuff when it comes to digital flow solutions,
I'm
and we'll
telling you.
talk about that in a minute.
And, and,
Hmm.
and that's just another example of, I've always wanted a digital marketing company, right? But guys, y'all know I'm not techie. Like, how crazy does that sound that I, Derek, Mr. Not So Techie, wants a digital marketing company, but I'm not techie.
That
But
makes
Derek
me
can,
laugh.
but but watch this, Frankie. But is Derek just smart enough to go out and find the skill set of an Alex to be able to do exactly what my dream is? That's the whole thought process, guys. And y'all know that we laugh and we joke and we play around, right? But watch me be serious for 2 seconds. God has put a lot of ideas on a lot of y'all hearts. A lot of y'all supposed to be writing books, ebooks, creating courses, curriculum. Some of y'all are supposed to be creatives, but you don't have time. You got jobs, you come home and you're tired, you got children, you got a husband and a wife. Guys, the cheat code is getting somebody that can do the dream that's on your heart for $4 an hour. And watch this, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm being disrespectful, right? $4 an hour for us is very affordable, right? $4 an hour for them is a great living in terms of where they live at. All of you that are listening to me right now, you guys are blessed to be in America. to
Come
where $4
on
an
now.
hour to you would be an insult. But a $4 an hour to them is a well-to-do family. Don't get it twisted. And they'll tell you that. So my VAs have come on here multiple times and explained to you where they live at. $4 an hour is unheard of. Most of my VAs tell me $1.50, $1.19, $2.38, maybe $3 an hour, but never $4 an hour with weekends off. Guys, that's unheard of. So just think about that too. I always sometimes miss to give the perspective on that, but I think tonight's a good time to kind of do that and drive it home again. $4 an hour for us is very affordable. Somebody put the math in the chat, right? Because I told you earlier, it's a minimum of 6 hours a day. 6 hours times $4 an hour, guys, is $24. Somebody put in the chat was $24 multiplied by 5 days a week. Big J, my guy.
Real estate Jay, what's going on, sir?
I'm gonna come to him in a minute. Somebody put that in the chat really quick, though, right? Just real quick math. That's $120. Can you afford $120 to save your business, to save your marriage?
Yeah.
Here I go again, being serious. We talked about a guy that thanked me over and over and over. And really, guys, I had nothing to do with it because the VA did all the work.
Yep.
But he said that the VA saved his marriage. He said his marriage started to drown because of the job, and the entrepreneur life started taking time away. He's just like me, y'all. He ain't good at social media. He's not very tech and can barely turn on the computer, just like me. But now that he got a VA for $120 a week, he said, Derek, because I jokingly asked him now, I said, bro, was $120 a week worth it to save your marriage? He almost started crying on me, man. He was like, Derek, man, you saved my marriage and my family, bro. And it was through this dadgum VA. So that's what we're talking about, guys. So you got to ask yourself, can you afford not to get a VA? And remember, the normal price for the setup fee for my team to do it is $697. And that's still the cheat code. Cheap to get an assistant. Guys, what Tara does for me here in the US, that would cost me $200,000 a year. God, she's like a VP. She's an executive.
Mm-hmm.
Tara runs all 8 of our businesses. She runs this big old brain that I got right here with all of these ideas that just keep coming out. She manages that. She's over all of the other VAs. She's over my staff, guys. She's over our personal schedule and business schedule. Her and Jess do everything together that I just named you. All of our VAs are powerful. Don't get it twisted. Alex runs our whole digital marketing company. Couldn't do that without him. But in terms of our day-to-day, our travel arrangements, our speaking engagements, my schedule, and I told y'all, even my doctor's appointments, things that I would forget about, Jay, Jess reminds me of that stuff. Is it worth it to me to do that? Is it worth it to me to turn over my entire housing program to a virtual assistant? Jess is actually coming up on her year. We hired Jess December 22nd, I think. Her anniversary's coming up.
Didn't she start like 2 days?
Guys, 11 months and 20 days ago, I turned my whole program over to Jess, who lives 9,000 miles away from me. How powerful is that? Right now, where I live at, guys, it's 6:47 p.m. Where Jess and my team lives, I think it's 7:47 a.m. They're 12, 13 hours ahead of us. They're already starting to get their day ready and taking their kids to wake them up. You guys are about to go to bed. They're starting their day. So some people say, well, Derek, how do they manage your business? And they call it graveyard shift.
Yeah.
No different from when Jay used to work the graveyard shift at his job. When you guys went to bed, Jay was going to work at 11 o'clock at night, driving to work. When you guys are, starting your day, Jay was driving home, getting off at 7 in the morning.
Miserable.
Barely making it home.
He was miserable, though.
Trying to make it home. Trying to make it home safely.
Praying to God, please get me home because I'm sick. But that's what I'm saying, guys. And now I'm back on my side about being funny. But guys, real talk. VAs are the cheat code, whether you guys agree to it or not, because every time somebody gets one, the first thing they say is, Derek, what was I waiting on? Wow, this has changed my life. Last thing, and I'm gonna drop it because I'm gonna give it back to Frankie. Frankie and Jay also have multiple VAs. Shay and I have multiple VAs, but watch this. French, we actually share one VA together. I'll let Frankie explain how in the world we pull that off. So if you in this room and you thinking about it and your friend thinking about it, why not go in together?
And
I
share a
mean,
VA.
but Frankie, explain to them how in the world do me and you, we both have multiple VAs, but there's one VA, we share her. How do we do that? What's the schedule like? How do we decide that?
So April works with me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 10 to 2. And then she hops off of me at well, not off of me. Sorry. She hops off, you know what I mean.
Wait a minute. Now we gotta be politically correct.
She hops
We live.
He
We
is
live now.
messy.
She hops off of New Hope Housing. At 2, and then what does she do? 2 to 5 for you guys, or?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you guys actually have her full-time. I have her part-time. So
Right.
See how that works? Or are you confused yet? Because she then works for us Thursday and Friday for the full 8 hours. So some of y'all might have missed that. She works for Francesca, guys, I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for a certain time. She knocks off and literally changes hats and goes from New Hope Housing and snapshot escapes and all the other stuff and jumps over to Second Chance Housing, Forston Consultants, the Angela Denise Foundation. See how that's done? But then she's full-time with me Thursday and Friday and never sees Francesca. Francesca's other
and
team.
I'm sad every
stuff.
Thursday and Friday too. I'm very sad every Thursday and Friday.
What are you trying to say?
And every now and again, Frankie say, "Hey guys, I know the day ain't my day, but can I borrow April for like 2 hours?" No problem. Now I'll let Jay talk about this because I'm not sure how long we actually have Jay. Jay usually does all of the bookkeeping for their businesses. Yeah. And as y'all see, he's pulled all of his hair out. Jay, can you talk about what this VA has done for your life and for you guys bookkeeping and how you may turn that into a business?
Oh man, it's amazing what she has done. I was having issues keeping up with the books. You know, I don't know all the tax knowledge or so forth, but when you're running a business, bookkeeping is very important to keep your books organized. So I was having issues with that. I would try to, send my information to my tax agent, and she's like, "No, this needs to change," so forth. So one day, she told me, she said, "You pay for QuickBooks. Why don't you contact them and tell them how to, tell them what issues you're having?" So I contacted QuickBooks, and lo and behold,
Jay finna give him the cheat code sound like y'all better listen.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah, I contacted QuickBooks, and I know what a VA sound like. Because she started talking. I was like, "Wow, you know this stuff pretty good. I would, what did I say? Did I ask them? If
you were like, "Oh, I would love to have you as a bookkeeper."
Yes, that's what I said.
Just
I would love to
conversation.
Just as a conversation. And guess what? She was intrigued by that.
She was open to the idea.
Yeah, and then she was from the Philippines, right? So I started saying, we have a VA that is from the Philippines, that handles some of our business stuff. And she was really intrigued by that because obviously
now she knows.
She
knew that we know, and we've dealt with other people from the Philippines.
Exactly.
So she knew we weren't just a regular person that's never dealt with a VA before. Mm-hmm. So she quickly slid her email address.
Yes.
Slid in your DM sound like.
Yes. And then immediately,
but hey guys, but watch this though. And because Jay and Francesca had already gotten a VA from us and experienced it, and also taken our VA course that comes with it, Jay was already running the course through his mind as this girl was talking.
That's
Yep.
so
He
good.
was just putting the implementation of what he was learning. He said, man, you know what? I done seen this before. Derek taught us the da-da-da-da-da-da. Now
Yeah.
take over the story now, Jay. Because he put his Derek hat on, y'all.
Yeah, yep.
So yeah, Jay
Yeah.
was pretty sweet talk, like, hey, we'd love to have some. Well, I think he tried to be slick. He was like, if you know anyone,
Yeah.
but we wanted her.
Yeah, because I didn't know how it would,
Right.
because
We
with
didn't know
her,
if they're listening.
exactly, but listen, she didn't care. Before we got off the phone, she made sure that I had her email and we exchanged emails. And after that, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been amazing. Like
Wow.
when it comes to anything with bookkeeping, I I go on because we communicate via Telegram. So I go on there and I tell hey, this is what my tax account said. Can you do that? And she goes and do it.
She fixes it.
She
Yeah.
fixes. I don't deal with bookkeeping like that no more. She does. She does all of that. And we were always late with our taxes, but this year we're gonna
he's
be on
excited.
time.
He's excited this year. He's never been like before.
She's
He
taking the
read
weight.
tax season.
She's taking the weight off of Jay.
Yes.
Yes, it's
And
Like
then
now he's walking like.
And I often tell people, Frankie, the VAs allow you to buy your time back.
Yes.
And that's essentially what this VA is doing for Jay, buying his time back. And Jay start might growing that hair back, man. You never know, Frankie.
But I have a quick one for you. You ready? Why don't you connect the VA with your accountant? And just have them communicate, but add you to the communication train.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Then I won't really have to be in the middle.
Yeah.
And then, Jay, you know where I'm going to take that to. We're going to teach you guys how to turn that into a business because everybody needs this, what you guys are doing. Raise your hand. No. Put hearts in the chat if you hate tax time or if you hate keeping up with your bookkeeping. Put hearts in the chat.
How many of y'all
That was us.
Frank
That
Put
was
hearts
Jay's
in the
VA?
chat if you want nothing to do with keeping your own books. Do that real quick.
They got hearts going.
And
I'm looking
Because
at it
Jay,
from
that's
YouTube.
where all of the ideas come from. He said, well,
Yeah.
how you
Listen,
guys
my
start
hearts
all
are
of these
going wild.
businesses? It's literally because of the things like this that start as a pain point for
Yeah.
you all.
Uh-huh.
You solve it with the VA, but now how can we serve other people with it?
Right.
Back on you, Jay.
Yeah, and you're right. And with this bookkeeper, typically when you have a bookkeeper, you're paying for one business, right? I'm sorry. You're paying for one business, right? But with her, all of our business, she takes care of everything. You know what I mean? And we pay her the hourly rate that she gets. It's an amazing opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love it.
Shay, I love it. Shay, go ahead.
I'm just excited to see listen, y'all don't know, right? Frankie and Jay are the couple that Derek and I, whenever we get like this light bulb moment, Frankie and Jay, we call them, we're like, hey, you guys want to try something?
Hey, Jay,
We're
Shay,
like, what y'all got for us?
What
What y'all
you
got for us?
I can say it even better, right? You all remember how I came up with that phrase for Otis about thank God for the guinea pig? Francesca and Jay guys are just like that.
Yeah.
Just like Shay said, when we come up with what we think is a great idea, one of the first people usually knows about it was Otis and Frankie and Jay.
Yep.
And lucky for us, both of them two people or three
Always say
people
yes.
was always like, yeah, sure, let's go. Right. So we tell people the story all the time about, Frankie and Jay are like juggernauts when it comes to the car rental game. I won't just say Turo. They've mastered it in more ways than just using one
Right.
platform. So I'm going to just use it as the car rental. But I jokingly, but I'm seriously, I tell people, Shay and I kind of told Jay and Frankie about this.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to do it. And Shay and I got one car, then we got two cars, then we got three, and then we got four. We got five. I was like, you know what? This ain't for us. Told it to Jay and Frankie, and they blew it out of the water.
But don't get me wrong.
So
you
I've lost
loved it.
count on how many cars they have, and I'll let them tell you. But guys, that's what I mean by that.
Mhm.
Thank God for the guinea pig, because we told Jay about Turo. We told Jay about that other one to where you just rent the car to people for Uber and they drive it for weeks. We told Jay about all of that, but now they do it on a large level. They're teaching it. They involve their family in it. Like, that's what I think is just powerful. Shay, like, what's your comments or inputs on that, how they always say yes to everything
Let
and
me
just
say,
did it?
I tell everybody, like Frankie and Jay, they hold a special part in my
And they're
heart.
not afraid
Like,
of something,
seriously.
man. They're not afraid to
They
try.
are like, if I want to go
My kind of
skydiving, Derek, I'm gonna call Frankie and Jay and say, y'all want to go?
Which
Wait,
would never be right.
skydiving? That's where we draw the line.
Us two, she's super joking. We super scary, so we'll do that.
Well,
We
if
are
it, if
We'll,
it,
wa-
if
we'll,
it,
we'll watch you from the bottom.
if it's in business, we got it.
Yo, let me tell you, Frankie and
Yo.
Jay have been like, they're like our Bonnie and Clyde, right? We appreciate them. They know they will tell us when we're doing too
Thank
much.
God for the guinea pig. Jay, just tell them real quick, big bro, man. Tell them how many cars you guys have on Turo, how many family members you've involved, and what are some of your fancier cars on Turo, and what are some of your just regular, just what you would call a daily rental. Talk to us about that. Let's switch it up a little bit tonight.
So we have about 9 cars on just, I don't want to say just renting period, because we started out with Toro, but then we started doing private rentals as well. Some of the cars are like, we have a Corvette, a Tesla, for those that John, that luxury category. And then for like
family vehicles.
the family vehicles, we have like a minivan and a Jetta, which is more economical for
Now, just for the people, right? What would you consider a family vehicle and why?
Well, the family vehicles are like more third rows. So it have the 7-seat vehicle, and it's pretty popular in our area because we have Disney World, Universal. Orlando is a family area, so those vehicles really rent very well. But
so, like our minivans, a big one is our Dodge Durango.
Oh, they love that one.
They love the Dodge Durango, the SUVs and stuff like that.
Mhm.
As long as it has like 3 rows, those are usually like the very popular vehicles here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay, so typically a family would call and ask for the Dodge, right?
Right.
The Durango, yes.
The majority, yeah, most of the time, because it has the 3-row.
Okay, now other than us kind of telling y'all about it because we thought it was cool, what made y'all get into it and stick it out for so long when a lot of people got into it and faded away?
Right out, yeah.
That's true. You got me into it. I remember
the Cadillac though.
Yeah, I'll get on that one. I remember we had a minivan, and you were like, you were in it and you was excited about it. You was like, hey man, just put your vehicle there and see how it works. You're in a good location because we are like 10 minutes away from the airport. And let me tell you, I put that on, that thing took off, right? That was the only vehicle we had. So I said, well, we got to get another one. And I always wanted
another one.
Yeah, I always wanted a Cadillac CTS.
That was like his
sir.
childhood dream car. You know how you have the childhood
Jay.
dream car? Like now we elevated, so it's Lamborghini Urus now. But
yeah,
Lamborghini Urus. But back then he always wanted a Cadillac CTS.
So yeah, it was a Cadillac CTS. I got that, and I remember I was talking to you because I got it the same day. I said, you know what? Let me see how this thing works. I put it on. I didn't make the payment yet or anything. Remember, you have like a couple of days to make the payments.
60
couple of months.
Yeah, and I put it on, and I made the payment within, I think it was like a 4-day rental. I already made the payment.
Wow.
Just like that. And
we didn't put any money down.
We
got the car, no money down.
Yeah.
We
told y'all about that. We told y'all about that.
Yeah.
Go get pre-approved. Don't put no money down, and it'll be 60 days before you have a payment. I said, if you do it right, you should probably have enough rentals and enough money to make the payment, probably in your first 1 or 2 rentals. And I'm
Right.
hearing you guys did one rental for 4 days and it paid the note.
Paid the note.
Paid the note.
And then they were back at the car lot again.
Guys, are
Yeah,
y'all listening?
and then that's
And
one of
this
the,
is what we're talking about, y'all. When we
Yep.
learn something, or we thought we learned it, and we quickly give it to other people. Now, watch this though, Jay. I just heard you say that the CTS was your favorite kind of childhood car, and that was the first one. What is
right.
the favorite car to date
Oh,
for both
Lord.
Francesca and Jay? And I want Frankie to go first. What is your favorite car that is in your fleet today?
Oh,
that
in-
is
That's
in the
you?
fleet.
in the fleet.
In the fleet, that's your baby.
Well, the fleet wise, I would say the Tesla Model X, like, because that's just like you feel different in a Tesla. But
Tesla Model
that's-
X. Now, for all of us uneducated Tesla people, is that the car or kind of like that van, like look like that
that's
crossover?
that's the one with the
wings.
the wings that come.
Yeah, the back it opens up like the
Like-
falcon wings.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite. So talk to me about this, Frankie. How much does that one rent? Like, how often is it gone?
Well, that one, people truly love it because there was even a time that we had like the car just started having like AC issues, right?
Okay.
But people still like they were telling us about it, but yet we're like, okay,
They
return the
They
car.
didn't want to turn it
They didn't
on.
want to turn it in.
Yeah.
They were still paying.
It was,
And we're like, we need the car back to handle the AC issue. But they were like, but, you know, so they were like, well, can we at least keep it at a discounted rate? And
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It rents,
What color
rents
is
out
it?
Very well.
Wow.
it rents out.
And what
very,
color
very
is it?
It's black.
well. It's black.
It's black.
Tinted windows or clear?
It's tinted. The
Tinted.
windows are tinted.
Come on, man. You talking to real estate, Jay?
Okay,
and Frankie.
so just a quick plug, right? If you're traveling to the Orlando area, Kissimmee, or anywhere in Central Florida, and you need a car rental, make sure that we drop the link in the chat for that. Now,
Yes.
Jay, what is your favorite car to date that's in your fleet, the one that's your baby?
You really gonna? Oh Lord.
So after I got the Cadillac CTS,
Oh, so it's not the Cadillac.
right after I got the Cadillac CTS, I got another vehicle that it's I don't.
Okay,
I
so
rarely
he's
put
gatekeeping.
it-
He's
I
gatekeeping
rarely
this
put
car.
this on the
It does not
platform.
go in the platform anymore.
So it came
Wait,
Francesca to
wait,
say it.
It's the I have a Dodge Charger Scat Pack.
Ooh, one time for all my Scat Pack people.
So
Yeah.
many people ask. I mean,
Yeah.
they want to rent it,
It's-
but he gatekeeps it. He
It's
doesn't-
Now, Frankie, for all the people
amazing.
that don't know, Frankie, what does gatekeeping mean and why does Jay do it?
Because I mean, that's the thing. If you want to rent out your vehicles, do not fall in love with the vehicle.
Yeah.
Don't, because Jay tried to convince me like he was gonna get it to put, to rent it. And I think he put his
Because he
toe on
did
the
the
gas
Cadillac
pedal one
like
time
that.
and was like, he didn't want to
Because,
rent it.
hey, Frankie, he fooled you with the Cadillac. That was the childhood favorite, and he immediately bought it and posted it. So you thought the Scat Pack was going
So
too
I
hard.
thought he was gonna be okay with this one. But he was like, no, he's finding all kinds of excuses. So don't fall in love with a vehicle. But the good thing is that our rental car business allows us to pay for his
Yeah.
baby car.
Yeah, so nothing,
Wow.
the whole time, nothing comes out of my pocket. That's the amazing thing about it. All my vehicles take care of that car and then some.
Wait a minute. Now, I'm catching this, but just for the people that hear this later
Listen.
or people that are live now. So am I hearing, because of all the other cars and the revenue that you make from the rentals, it pays for Jay to drive the Scat Pack for free?
For free.
Wow. So, guys, thank y'all for letting me kind of go on this pig trail, because I just wanted to show y'all again, like, this is something that, again, I'm going to just take credit. We told them about it,
Yeah,
but
they
we
did.
dropped out in less than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay done been doing this for multiple years now.
yeah.
And I'm going to say have excelled at it, and they're masters at it.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
in my mind, when you go off of the Turo platform and you build relationship with people because they like you and your vehicles, and they'll just call your phone to do it,
Yep.
man, that's a whole
Yep.
business now.
Now,
Last question. Frankie, have you involved the virtual assistants inside of this business, or does Jay love it so much he don't let nobody touch it?
I do
No,
it.
so no, she does. So
Well, the
yeah,
bookkeeping.
no, yeah, okay. So we have the bookkeeper for this business as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Because you got to be really meticulous with, like, the gas that goes per car, the
Right.
mileage
Right.
per car, and all kinds of
Okay.
stuff like that,
Hmm.
or the cleaning supplies or whatever per car, repairs.
Hmm.
So you got to be really detailed with that. So we have the bookkeeper for the Dawson's Enterprise business, as well as April also does marketing for the Dawson's Enterprise business.
Right.
So you gotta plug your VA. You gotta plug your
Yeah.
VA in your
Yeah.
business, because
Yeah.
they
Okay.
are going to help you.
Hmm.
So if we could, I mean,
Y'all
Hmm.
ready for another VA? It's on
huh?
sale.
I love it. I love
Oh,
it. Do y'all need another one?
we getting ready, Shay.
Well, I listen. I may have to take April from you permanently.
Oh
we love April, man. We love April.
Listen, can I tell you,
no! We love April too.
April is a
We
That's
do.
why. That's
gem.
why I'm
I
not
mean,
bothering you, because I know. I
Yeah.
know.
she is
I
like
know.
she's a
But
gem.
but as my big brother Otis used to say, I'm a reasonable guy. So, so that was one of his favorite quotes. I'm a reasonable guy. So if Frankie say one day, Derek, time's up for you. You need to figure it out.
We'll cry.
I'm gonna cry about it, but we would eventually be able to replace her. But guys, I'll admit a lot, probably 90% of my social media
Yeah, it's
and
done by
probably
April.
100% of
Yeah.
Francesca's is done by April.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
whether we're talking Forston Consultants, VA 101, Digital Flow
Mhm.
Solutions, Second Chance Housing, April is responsible for a lot
Yeah.
of our social
Mhm.
media content, the images, and even down to the copy.
The
So
quality
the wording.
and her
Yeah.
quality is phenomenal.
Why you think we
Very
share
good.
her?
Like she's quick.
Yeah.
She's very fast at
Yeah.
her turnaround as well.
Yeah.
April is a gem. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I cannot complain about any of our VAs.
Yeah.
Ones that we have currently,
Yeah.
ones that are no longer with us.
When you
Like,
guys see all of
it's
those
just
snippets
amazing.
of me and all of those shorts and all of those reels, who you think's putting that stuff together?
Yeah.
April does that, y'all.
Mhm.
And have the captions popping up on the screen of what I'm saying. Like this room right here, I'll be out 2 weeks from now. April does
Mhm.
all of this stuff. So, guys, that's how I'm also able to have a podcast channel. That's another business that we have and that we do for other people that I don't know how to do. And that's bad English. But, guys, I can't run a podcast. I can barely turn this computer on, guys. So guess who uploads the podcast, who does all the images, does the copy, and make sure it goes to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all these other places. Guys, my VAs do that. And because they're so good at it, when people say, well, Derek, who posts all of your podcast stuff? And Derek, how can I get that? Hey, we offer that actually. Fill this form out. So now everything that we do, guys, and every business idea that you get, you all should turn it into a business. But don't be selfish and just do it for yourself. Offer it to other people. Now, I jokingly tell Jay this, but I really want Jay to do this, y'all. This bookkeeper that Jay hired for under $4 an hour has saved his life. Why wouldn't Jay want to touch somebody else's life, somebody else's marriage, and buy somebody else's time back? That's my whole business model, you guys. I want to go through the bumps and bruises of something. I want to figure it all out. Then I want to turn around and teach it to other people.
Yeah.
And if I got VAs that can actually do it, I want to do what my coach teach me. Build it, organize it, document, and delegate it. And my most favorite part to that whole BARD method, and again, that's my coach. That's not me. I never take credit for that. But my favorite part is the last D. And that's the delegated. That means give it to somebody else and Derek, get out of the way. And now let's go build the next idea. Because most of y'all got multiple ideas on your heart, but you can't get one off the ground yet because you won't get some help. And now for only $197, a one-time fee, and now just $4 an hour for $120 a week. Guys, that's the cheat code to life and business. And some of y'all, it's going to save your marriage. It's going to save your relationship with your kids. It's going to allow you to start other things because now you got time and somebody helping you do your social media, which takes you 45 minutes for one reel. April can do 3 weeks worth in 45 minutes. See that? So
And
again, guys,
And the thing is, this
yeah,
isn't new. Like, this is what these big corporations are doing.
yeah,
Hmm.
We're just getting on. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
As the little
exactly.
small
We're late.
business, but big companies have been doing this.
And
And one thing I really like too is like we're helping these people um where they are.
yeah.
They're putting food on the table for their families,
Yeah.
and they're working from home. That's ideal.
Hmm.
It's just a pleasure to be able, like, they're truly benefit that we truly benefit by them, and to know that the help that we're providing them as well. So it's a two-way
It's
street.
two ways. It's a win-win. I love it.
It's
And
That's
win-win.
my
Yeah.
favorite.
and
Well,
and,
Jay,
and once you know what a VA sound like what Francesca says, these
You
big
start picking up.
companies are using them. You
everybody.
will pick up on, okay, that's a VA. Yeah, that's T-Mobile. Yeah, that's a VA.
I'm calling
Spectrum,
T-Mobile.
that's a
I'm
VA.
calling JetBlue.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
VA.
a VA.
You know what I mean? Like,
We get used to it.
yeah, we get used to it. So
So they put the link in the chat probably about 7 comments ago. But Alex, if you can re-put that link in the chat. And
And that'll
again,
be the
guys,
YouTube chat.
that's in the YouTube chat. So if you guys are still on Clubhouse, definitely join us on YouTube for all of the links and all of that good stuff. The normal price, guys, for one VA from us is $697, and that's $697 a one-time fee. But during this crazy Black Friday and November and holiday sale, it's only $197 one time, and then it's $4 an hour. Okay. That onboarding that you will go through with my team, they're going to talk to you about what systems and softwares that you need to manage these VAs as well. So we teach you how to manage it. And also it comes with the course, curriculum, and an ebook. So we give you tools and curriculum on how to do it.
Yeah.
We also, for people that say, Derek, I want to do this on my own, bro. I don't need your help. Just give me the course. I think the course is even like only $47. So, Alex, if you could do me a favor for all of my do-it-yourself people, right? We give you the course. I think an ebook even comes with that. I can't remember now because mostly everybody get the VA service that comes with the course. But if you say, Derek, I want to do this on my own, I teach you how to find VAs for $2 an hour, even, right? $1 an hour. So if you just want the course and you want to know how to look for these VAs, what to ask them, what are you looking for, how to source their skill set, where to get them from, guys, I give you the course for like 47 bucks. So as you guys can see, man, we want you to succeed and we want you to excel. But if you say, Derek, nah, man, I want your team to do everything and I just want to interview them and pick my team member, then that's $197, guys. And I'm not sure how long my team is doing that for. I think they said throughout December, but I'll double check that. And somebody says, where's the link? So please put that link in the chat for YouTube, Alex. And also, Miss who's that? Phil Town. Not sure if that's a male or female, so I better not say either or. But about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 text messages up from the one that you just typed in is actually the link from my VA Alex. So Alex is actually juggling 2
So you
different
gotta see, I think,
platforms right now as
yeah.
well. So Shay, if you can help me too. So guys, this is usually a 90-minute room. And I think we got about, what is it, like 13 more minutes before we're actually closing out. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, let us know. We love questions. We're here every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And we're also here every Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. And every Saturday, we talk about how to house the homeless and the displaced, even if you can't buy real estate or if you can't rent the real estate. So we teach you how to become a housing referral agency, again, using a virtual assistant. Okay. So if you guys got any questions or any concerns while we're still here, as we're winding down and doing the last little bit of announcements, let us know. We want to make sure that we're looking out for you all and helping you all out.
I'm excited. I just want to thank Frankie and Jay for being here
For
tonight.
sure.
It's like a family reunion. So we didn't stick to the script, but I'm excited that we didn't, because it's we've got
No,
people.
that was the script. I
It
love
was
it.
okay. It was definitely.
I love it because
I
if there are
got
people
people.
something different too, other than just ILF all the
Yeah.
time, I think that was really good.
I want to do a room, and I mean this. We got to schedule some time. I want us to do a room that is involving like couples in. I keep saying this. couples in business. I think it is going to be something that I want to do under my segment. I think I'll bring back my segment for that on the YouTube channel, and we'll hit some of those ideas, and then I'll do like women in business and stuff like that, so that we can have some discussion. If that interests you, put a number 5 in the chat. I would love to get everybody's opinion, or how things are working as we do this thing called business together with our spouses. I think it for me, and I'm just gonna tap on this for a quick second. For me, I love it. I can't even imagine anything else. People are like, oh my God, when I left corporate America, they're like, you're gonna be sick of your husband. And I'm like, okay, we'll just have to figure it out. And now it's just like, man, I don't want to
We
do
couldn't
anything
imagine it
else.
any other way, actually. So,
I wouldn't want to do it no other
and
way.
Jaden could tell their side of it, but Shay and I couldn't imagine it any like.
I love working with this beautiful woman right here. I'm with her
How
every
new is
day.
that to you, Jay? Just for the people that may not know, how new is it that you're with Francesca
Oh,
full time
that
now?
is really new. October, she gave me the go ahead to leave my job. So it was I was a little nervous, but for the most part, it's a blessing. I was working nights, and it wasn't the best situation as far as my health. I love the guys, I love my the people that I work with
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything like that, but
yeah.
it was just my health was going down because of that. So she,
That graveyard shift,
yeah,
driving to work, and then he was doing a lot of labor intense work as well. So,
mhm.
but don't get it twisted. I mean, even though it's October, but prior to that, like, he was all in on the businesses. He was
Yeah.
doing Toro. He was doing
Yeah.
the
With a full time
ILF. He
job.
was helping us get licensed for the APD home.
Yeah.
Like, he was all in. Like, he would probably function on 1 hour of sleep a day in
Yeah.
24 hours. So, I mean, it was long overdue. He well deserves it. This is the hardest working person I know. So
Yes, thank you.
but
I love these.
it's Jay's my best friend, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want it any other way. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
love
love it.
working with him.
I love it. I love it. We got to do it because Shay's been wanting
I've
this
been
room for a
talking
long
about doing
time.
this for like
We just
2
never
years. We just
scheduled it.
never scheduled it.
Other things pop up and
Um,
other conversations,
yeah,
but I think it'll be
it's
good because a lot of
necessary.
people, I think, and y'all tell us if we're wrong, but I think people will appreciate to hear how do couples do this, and then Francesca and Jay can talk about from the aspect of how do you know when it's time to go. When do you leave? Some people are going to leave because of finances. Some people are going to leave because of health. Some people leave because they can make more money. Some people are just stressed out and pulling their hair out, and it's just more beneficial for your family. So we'll let all kind of angles come from that because all of us got a little bit of experience in all of it. Because what I'm good at, y'all, is not talking about something that I haven't been through,
Yeah.
right? So even when it was time for Shay to leave her job, we kind of knew when it was time to go. Certain things started happening. Francesca's got her own version of why she thought it was cool for Jay. Okay, all right, Jay, time for you to go, bro.
Yep.
Like, she's got a reason behind that. Jay's got a reason of kind of what maybe led to that. So I think it'd be a great idea. In fact, put some fire emojis in the chat if you think that'd be a good idea of how couples can be entrepreneurs together and how do you make it work? What are some of the bumps and bruises that you may go through? Put a fire emoji in the chat if you guys will, because that'll let us know. And back on you and Shay and Frankie.
No, I'm totally in agreement. I think it's time. A lot of people don't get to see what we get to see and what we get to embark in. And when they do, it's casted in a different light. Um, with a lot of, negative, uh the view is on the negative and not on the positive. I think, to talk about how we work through obstacles, how we
Yeah.
work through disagreements, how we work through things that we don't agree on. Like, I think that is so fun because
Yeah.
there's times that we want to choke each other out, but we know we could be saying the exact same
Yeah.
thing and it sounds completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me and Shay, y'all. Me and Shay arguing and we're saying the
The same
same
thing.
thing, but because I'm not very techy and I'm probably saying it wrong, She argued. I said, but Shay, you know what I mean.
So again, it's that synergy that I think, and it's a balance, and I really would love to allow people in, because I think we've cultivated a very safe space with other couples, both on the app and in real life. Like, we know Frankie and Jay, like we do life with Frankie and Jay.
Yep.
You know, when we did have the passing of family members or loved ones, Frankie and Jay get calls before anybody does, you know, because they've supported us from day one.
It's one of those day one people. Like, that's literally what it's called.
Exactly.
Like, it's a song, but it's for real. Like, day one. Like, guys, remember guinea pig. Thank God for the guinea pig. So those are those people in the beginning that go for whatever we start or say or do. They're on board with it. Those are your true supporters, and let that just kind of ring out to everybody that's in this room or people that hear this later on the recordings. Those are the people that you want in your corner, that when you scream something, that they scream it too. When you mention an idea, they're gun-ho too. And even if it's maybe not for them right now, they're cheering you on. And that's how Otis and these guys were. So that's why I think that, as Otis would say, we're kindred spirits, right? Because they're just like us. They don't give up and they don't make excuses. And again, we laugh and we joke and we play, but here I go again being real serious. The reason why we really like Frankie and Jay, y'all, not because they're just so great of people, but they are. But guys, they're made up of the same cloth that we are. They don't give up, they don't make mistakes, and they live by that mantra that Otis always talked about. No matter what, you gotta keep moving forward. They both also have their own story of how life was tough this year. Life was tough the end of last year. Frankie got her own stories. Jay got his own stories. Life was crap this year for a lot of us. And I told y'all, if there was a month to give up, for us, it was October. And September wasn't that pretty. But then here comes November, and then Otis leaves us. Guys, we've all been through something, but guess what? We still never gave up. And that's the epitome of who Frankie and Jay are. Even with the ideas, right? Even down to the VA thing, right? In the beginning, they weren't quite ready, they weren't quite comfortable, but they still did it. They made it work, and now they got multiple VAs. So these guys, again, are what I should show people a picture of when people come with me with the excuses. Well, Derek, I tried it and it didn't work.
That's no excuse.
Are you serious? You've been in this 3 weeks and you ready to give up already? Like, this takes time and effort and teaching and coaching and training. You guys should have seen me coaching these two in the beginning. Looked like they weren't going to listen to me. I said, Otis, I don't know about these guys. I say, now that Frankie, I said, she's so nice, Otis. I think it's going to be a detriment to their business. I said, Frankie don't know how to get the money. And she's afraid to approach them.
I remember that first talk I had with Otis.
I said, Otis, normally I can get across to anybody once I start screaming and yelling. I said, Otis, but you're going to have to take this one, bro, because they ain't listening to me.
And he did. And
y'all finish the story, but Otis
that was
put
the first
something on these two,
introduction to
y'all.
Coach O. That was our first introduction to Coach O. I'll never forget it. Because of him, we was able to collect the
dough. He didn't sugarcoat it. He's like, Frankie J, y'all serious, dog?
That was interesting.
Like, don't tell me that y'all scared to get the money. But I'll let them share that at another time.
At another time.
But I'm telling y'all, man, these guys don't give up. And because of them, everybody I coached after Frankie and Jay, I gave the example of Frankie and Jay when I got to the part in the PowerPoint that talked about how we pick up that money now. How do we build the relationship and the rapport? And how do we get that money? If they got a job, how do we get it? If they get SSI, SSDI, how do we get it? And what day do we get it on? And what time of day we get it? We didn't get out of the bed at 12 o'clock now. Because if we ain't up by 8 o'clock, game over. But boy, after Otis got a hold of these two, and that's what made them the champions that they are today. I'm going to give Otis that credit. Because that scared me, y'all. Oh man, listen, I love it.
I do. This has been a great.
One last thing I want to announce real quick. Big shout out to, again, because my VAs just told me this. 3 of you guys have already purchased the VA sale. So big shout out to each and every one of you. Thank y'all so much. You did yourself a favor, but we also thank you as well. I won't call any names, but thank you to the 3 people that did get it. Also, don't forget, we stand by that 90-day free replacement. If you ain't happy on day 87, let us know. Like, don't wait, because we're going to replace that VA. No questions asked and no charge to you, right? But because we're so sure of how it works, and that you're going to get a for sure VA, we give you guys 90 days. But watch this. We also have a $27 a month insurance that after your 90 days is over, so meaning on day 97, you're like, I don't know, we're going to replace that VA for you. And we're also going to put you in a community. So it comes with the community and the insurance of only $27 a month to replace that VA after your 90 days. So a lot of people get that. A lot of people do that as a monthly payment. You can pay it all up front if you want to, but most people choose the $27 a month. And what's so cool about that? Even if you added $27 times those 12 months for a whole year, it's still lower than the cost of getting the VA at the $697 at the original cost. So for me, that's also a cheat code, right? So after the 90 days is up, I would implore you guys, or actually even before, to be in the community. But at least at the 90 days, make sure that you guys are getting that $27 a month insurance. That way on day 200, if they're not what they were day one, or you just want to switch them up, you don't have to pay that original cost anymore. Your insurance takes care of it. No different from your car insurance or your house insurance. It's the same thing with the virtual assistant insurance with us, and nobody else does that. All right, well, I'm excited. It's 7:30 on the dot. I'm going to give it back over to Frankie and Jay for any closing words that they have.
And I think they're heading out because they just sent me a private.
Well, this is perfect, because only if they got 18 more seconds, I'll let them close out with something. So Frankie and Jay, if you guys are still there, I love y'all so much. Give an outro of anything you want the people to know, websites, destinations, rental cars, and vacations, whatever.
So can get to you.
And then just bless them with something on your way out. I'll give it to Shay, and then I'll pray these nice people out of here.
Go for it, Frankie.
Hey guys, so thank you so much thank you, Shay, for calling me to come on. Like, you know, and I was busy, but I was like, I gotta be there.
Don't bother, Frankie. She's been family.
Yeah, we gotta be there, you know. And I was mad that I missed yesterday, so I had to be here for you guys. But thank you. You know, I owe a lot of our success to you guys and Coach O. Like, you don't understand. We grieving with y'all. We are truly grieving with you. He was a fantastic coach with all of you guys. Forston Consultants is the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, okay? So I really don't have much to say because I don't want to get too emotional. But I love you guys. People that's been riding with Forston Consultants, like, you guys always share valuable information. We are successful because of the coach and the mentorship that we had. And, you know, what I like is that, you know, it's a family. We all become a family. And, you know, how it was set up was you can choose your coach, you can choose your mentor. So Derek, I knew Derek, you know, from work. So naturally, he was my coach, he was my mentor, but I was able to call Otis, you know, anytime.
But you didn't listen to me is what I put Otis on.
I was able to call Otis. Otis just had a way of saying things, you know what I mean? So, and, you know, like, just, there was just always a wealth of information. And I'll tell you, like, you got your fair share of consultants that don't do what they're preaching and teaching, you know?
Yes.
And these guys are the real deal. And definitely, I mean, I know tonight is not really about the independent living. It's more so the virtual assistants, but I'm living proof, like, a VA will change your day. It will change your life, you know? So thank you guys for having me on. I'm really, once I start getting staff, I'm going to be back on board with you guys. I see some people. I can't wait. I miss you guys. I truly miss you. I truly do. You know, I had a lot of free time prior to the APD home, and we was living and grooving and stuff. But, you know, it's just, this is a small sacrifice, but it's so worth it. And I owe a lot of that to you guys. So Jay being able to retire, you know, you know, it's
from corporate America. See you later, 9 to 5.
That's it.
I love it.
So
It's
I see some people like, they were happy to see me on, I saw some of the comments, and I appreciate you guys. And I couldn't have done it without a good coach, because I was scared. I was scared out my mind when we started the ILF. Like, I had knots in my stomach. I felt like I wanted to throw up. Like, I didn't know how we were going to do it, but we had a great coach. So thank you guys for having me on. Guys, listen to them. That's all I can say. Listen to them. Follow the blueprint. Follow
That's
the
it.
blueprint. We love you, and we'll talk to you guys. Shay, try to call me. So
I got
we'll try
you.
to schedule for me to come
Yeah.
back on.
Yeah, we will. We definitely
Okay.
will.
Love it. Love it.
Love you all.
Love
And
y'all.
we
Thank
got
you
to
so
sign
much, Frankie. Love you guys. Love you, Big J. Appreciate you, big bro.
off.
All right, Shay, it's on you, honey.
Man, oh, that was so good. That
That
was
was
so
good.
good.
I love those two. Oh
Uh,
my God, I love it. Give a hand to Frankie and Jay, man, if you guys can do that. If you guys can put a hand clap in the chat. Love those two, man.
my cheekbones hurt.
Love those two, man. Again, people that just follow, or no, let me say it the original way. People that move at the speed of instruction always impress me. It always makes me happy. Because again, it's people like that that make us look like geniuses.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, guys, we're no geniuses. God just showed us a bunch of stuff. We went through a bunch of mistakes and bumps and bruises, and our whole life now is surrounded by coming back to teach it to other people. So I love it when people like Francesca and Jay, even with things that we're not per se involved in, we still
Yeah.
coach them through it. And
Listen.
that's why a lot
Yes.
of our business coaching is picking up now. So Shay's got some content coming out here in the probably the next week or so that you guys are going to be excited to see. And it's really leaning a lot of towards our business coaching. Most people know us for housing the homeless and the displaced, right? At Forston Consultants. A lot of people know us for VAs, but don't get it twisted, guys. Shay and I own 8 different businesses, and God has blessed us to also coach business. So no
Yeah.
matter what you guys like to do, prime example, some of the info that you're going to be seeing Shay kind of come out with, she was dropping gems on a guy that wanted to kind of increase his photography company. So Shay kind of went into depth about how he could do that, but also intertwine a virtual assistant inside of his photography company and how to blow it up. So that's a lot of what we do. So we like to say, no matter what you do, there's something that we
Just
can
let
give
us know.
advice on, because we
Yeah.
also remember we own a digital marketing company. So everything from your website to your branding to getting the word out about what you do and who you are, we have all of that now. And believe it or not, our virtual assistants help us run all of the back end stuff to that. So Shay, back on you, and then we'll close it out.
Listen, tonight has been phenomenal. I am ever so excited and grateful that Frankie and Jay were able to make it. Man, it was like a family reunion, y'all. My heart is yeah, it's full. We get to, again, like I said, everybody that we coach are y'all are all family to us, and this is what we look for. This is what we love. So as you join us, stay close, stay connected. It's not just calling for a consultation. It may be calling just to say, hey girl, I'm having a rough day. What you doing? Want to go have a cup of coffee? I mean, we make time for those that we connect with, and we love to cultivate relationship. And again, I'm excited to discuss what's coming up and coming, well, not coming up because it's already something that I've been doing on the back end, as Derek just spoke of, is with the business coaching. I am doing multiple businesses out of Bermuda. At the time, I'm coaching not just locally, but internationally. And I want to really just really bring more of that to Forston Consultants. We do it on a regular basis, but just starting to talk about it and discuss it is something that I'm now ready to do, because I had several clients that I had to kind of finish out contracts with before I got to this place to be able to say, all right, Derek, I'm ready, and I can focus on bringing that all back to Forston Consultants. But long story short, I am excited to share that with you all. We are going to set up a room probably next week, Derek, where we will talk a lot about digital flow solutions. We've been kind of tap dancing around it some, but we want to start introducing you all to digital flow solutions. It is our all-in-one marketing platform that we create what you need the way you need it, whether it be your CRM, funnels, workflows, anything that you need. Our team is able to kind of create, not kind of, but create that and have it prepared just for you, just for your business. Those of you that have gone through our processes, whether it's with VA 101 or Forston Consultants, will see some of the automations and the reoccurrence of things. That is all done from the Digital Flow Solutions platform. So you all have bared with us as we moved over all of our business sites to be housed under our own CRM and marketing agency. And now it's our turn to bless you all with that same thing. Those that join the IMB, which is the ILF Mastery Blueprint, you automatically get enrolled in Digital Flow Solutions, and we help you build brand and get your stuff out there and set up. But again, I just want to say thank you. I look forward to having more conversations around the business coaching, VAs, digital flow solutions, and telling you how you can utilize these tools. These are tools that can empower you and really take your business to the next level. As you all have seen, we've been out of work on the day to day for over 2 weeks, and our businesses have not failed. We've been able to utilize our virtual assistant team, who has played a remarkable role in this. So I want to thank our team as well, because we would not have been able to do what we've done in the
Absolutely.
2 weeks that we've been out, um, dealing with the tragic loss of our brother, if it had not been for our team that supported us, as well as our ILF and VA 101 family, and all of you all that are connected to Forston Consultants, VA 101, and Digital Flow Solutions. So from my heart to you all, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you and we love you all. And that's it. I'm done for the night.
All right, good stuff. And then the last thing that I'll have is somebody asked about, and Alex literally just put it in the chat. So everything that we talked about tonight in terms of the virtual assistants, we have a 7-minute video that kind of wraps everything that this 90-minute room was about, but in a more of a structured way. And then the 7-minute video also leads you to that free discovery call. So Alex put it in the chat just a second ago. And Alex, if you can do it again, just really fast. You can book a discovery call again, guys, and it comes with a link that again leads you to a 7-minute video, and then literally you can book that discovery call. So if you have questions about the VAs or the process, again, the 7-minute video along with tonight should do the trick. But if not, you book that call. But definitely don't miss the sale that's going on for the $197. That's a one-time fee for our team to vet, train, and endorse. We call it VTE. Vet, train, and endorse that VA to you. So make sure you do that as well. Again, 7-minute video, and then book that call. Also, there was something else. Let me see if I got it. I think that's it. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. Please do that. Also, hit that notification bell. So every time that we go on live, or even when we just put out regular footage, make sure that you also hit that bell so that you can get all of the notifications. Also, don't forget the ILF Mastery Blueprint is still on sale as well. The original cost is $15,000, but through the scholarship and other things that are happening right now, can go as low as $7,500 or $4,700, depends on what route you take. So make sure that those scholarship funds are still available. So make sure you do that as well. Visit us at forstonconsultants.com. Visit us at Forston Consultants on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I just want to make sure that I'm hitting all of the announcements.
There's one question. Can you still defer the VA?
Absolutely. So a lot of people are doing that. So deferred means that you say, Derek, I don't want to miss that sale. Well, get the VA now, and you could defer the VA until later. So meaning use the VA 5 months from now, 6 months from now. So that's very smart, Miss Tanya. A lot of people are doing that because they know that they will eventually want another one, or they got a business in their mind that they want to start in the new year. So I think it's very smart that people are buying the VAs now on the sale and then deferring that VA to months down the line when you actually need it. So yes, ma'am, you can absolutely do that. Let's just make sure that I hit I feel like it was one more thing. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna check something really quick.
I think you got it all.
And it was something that's about the link. So it was the VA link. Oh, the discovery call for the ILF Mastery Blueprint, or for the Start Your Own Housing program. Alex also put that link in the chat as well, because the discovery call for VA 101 is different from the discovery call if you want to start your own housing program. So that's for the ILF. So Alex, if you could do that just really quick before we end the live, that way when people see it later, they can still see that at the bottom of the chat. So I'll give that a second so that he can do that. Then I think that'll be it. I'll pray you guys out of here. Miss Shay, thank you so much, Miss Beautiful, for being here all night and putting up with me. Thank you so much, Shay. I'm gonna thank my wife on a live room right now. Shay, thank you so much for being so beautiful, being the love of my life, being my beautiful wife, always having my back. Thank you, Shay, for just what you've been even through this tough time of me losing my brother. So thank you for how you've always been with my complete and entire family. And just thank you for everything that you mean to me and my family as well. So in our family, mwah, I love you, honey.
I love you more.
Guys, I'm gonna get some cool points for that tonight. I don't care what y'all say.
I can't do it with him.
Good stuff. I don't see the thing from
You
Alex
made me
yet.
blush. I don't
Let
even
me
know how to
see.
respond. My cheeks are hurting.
No response required, and I don't even want one. I just want you to know that. In fact, don't respond. Just live in that. Joanne, I want her to just live in that, Joanne. And that's how we love each other, y'all. But Shay and I are crazy about each other. So I'm crazy about Shay. So I express that publicly in private, in recorded rooms, non-recorded rooms. Everybody know me. They know I'm crazy about Shay. So one more check, and then I'm going to let y'all out of here. So now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to his power that worketh in us. Amen. You guys be great. We love y'all. And we'll see y'all back in this room on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. You guys be great, and we'll see y'all then.